Now, you live in a world filled with common things, and yet despite this, you have this innate drive to figure out how to differentiate yourself. In fact, you're not even looking to be seen as different, you want to be seen as unique. And this is exactly what you're supposed to aspire for. But to figure out how to do this, you need to look at three different types of creation. The first is common creations. Now, common creations are in nature. They're all around us. It's the trees and the clouds and the water and the fish and the animals. The reason these things are common is because they keep replicating themselves. For example, if you look at the tree, you'll notice that each leaf is a replication. It's different than all the other leaves, but it's not unique from all the other leaves. And this is what creation does. It's very good at it. However, you, as a human being, do not want to get involved in making common creations. You are not good at doing this. Creation is. And creation will provide you with all the common things you need to use in order to display your uniqueness. And that brings us to the first type of human creations, novel creations. A good example of this is a car. When human beings make a car, they take material resources like metal and plastic and rubber, and they put them all together in a novel way, and you get a car. Now, initially, this gains a lot of attention. People come by, and maybe this is the new thing, right? It's a new car. But they inspect it, and eventually they realize it's not new. It's just a novel recombination of all these pre-existing resources. If you try to live like this and just form novel creations, it's extremely stressful. Because like with cars, you'll notice each year there has to be a new model, and there has to be new things in the new model to give the impression that it's truly unique when it's not. It's simply novelty, and it wears off very, very quickly. So not only do you want to stay away from creating common things, you also want to stay away from creating novel things. As a human being, your true calling is bringing forth unique creations. Now, this looks unusual to us because when a human being makes a unique creation, you don't change the creation itself. For a simple example, everything in the world, if you viewed it all as these little blocks, when you work with one of those blocks, you don't change the block. You don't even change the color of the block. What you do is you place a redefinition inside that block that causes that block to glow from within in a unique way. You're the uniqueness, not the block, you. And you place something you create, a definition, a meaning for that block inside of it. And it's as long as that block is attached to your uniqueness, it will glow in a unique way. However, once you leave, it'll go back to being a block, just like all the other blocks, which is what it's supposed to do. And as soon as another creator comes along, they can put their meaning into the block, and it will glow accordingly, and they will have a unique creation as well. A larger example of this is a story. So when you create a story, you first, top left, you have to create the setting, right? So you can see the child drew a house and a forest. Now, you'll notice right away that the pictures there don't look anything like any house or any forest that actually exists. That's because this is a unique creation. You're taking from the world around you, the trees and the house, and then you're making something that suits you. And then you got to go on to characters, and these characters could be dwarfs, they could be elves, they could be orcs, who knows? But if you notice, all the characters are based on human beings. There's ears, there's heads, there's arms, and there's bodies. So even when you create orcs, the orcs express humanity's evil, dark desires to destroy, and the elves are about the beauty and the elegance, and the dwarfs are about the craftsmanship and the strength. All of these things are based on the natural occurring resources of human beings. But even when you create your setting and characters, you still have to plug that into something even larger. Creation wants to partner with you in making something exciting, a grand story, and you have to figure out what's the beginning, what's the middle, what's the end, what's the purpose of all this, why am I even going to use houses and forests and human beings or elves or dwarves? So you need to explain to the world around you why it should partner with you. Because the distinction of your uniqueness, that rubs off on creation. Creation likes that. It wants to be glowing in that unique way with you. But you as the creator, you have to lay all that out. Every creation likes to be housed in a greater creation. And you are the source of all that. You differentiate the world because you aren't just different, you're unique. Therefore, as a unique soul, you impart differentiation to the world.